Next year will be our last season. The network will be ending The Late Show in May. And it's not just the end of our show, but it's the end of The Late Show on CBS. I'm not being replaced. This is all just going away.
Few seismic developments in the media world this week, including the shocking news that CBS is canceling The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, which is the top-rated late-night talk show. In addition to that, Congress passed deep cuts to public broadcasting, a total of $1.1 billion, impacting 1,500 local public TV and radio stations, as well as PBS and NPR. In a statement after the Senate approved the package, PBS's president and CEO said that it, quote, goes against the will of the American people, the vast majority of whom trust PBS and believe we provide excellent value to their communities. These cuts will significantly impact all of our stations, but will be especially devastating to small stations and those serving large rural areas. Joining us now is Vivian Schiller, former president and CEO of National Public Radio and the VP and executive director of Aspen Digital. Thank you so much, Vivian, for joining us. You know, at the heart of this, that me and Jonathan, and I am sure you will always think about, are the people that are impacted by this, right? My husband's family is from a township in South Dakota of 200 people, right? And so I'm thinking about the folks in rural areas who depend on this for their information. This is all they have. They don't have a regional paper. They don't have a newspaper that comes in town. This is all they have, and now they will not even have that.
No, that's exactly right. I mean, these cuts to public media are going to be hardest hit in local communities, in rural communities, and disproportionately in red states where news deserts are just vast. And in many cases, the local public radio station is their only source of local news and also emergency services. So it's pretty devastating.
I should also point out, Vivian, that my husband is from a small town of about 200 in North Dakota. So we've got rural states covered here. But you know, this impact, and I'm glad we're focusing on the fact that this is going to have a huge impact on rural stations. But what can those local stations do to fight back? Is there any way for them to make up this loss of funding?
Yeah. Well, they're going to try. And those of us that care about local journalism are going to help them. The fact is, this is done. The money is gone. Yep. The rescission has happened. So my perspective now is let's move on. Look, in many cases, I have long believed that mixing journalism and federal funding is just a recipe for disaster. Yeah. So in many ways, I think this is an opportunity for a reset. I think the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, which was a very bureaucratic organization that was still is today, doling out that money will go away. Let's reset. Let's come up with a new governance structure. Let's get support for those rural stations from the communities, from philanthropies, and find other ways to support them. I think, you know, I tend to look at the bright side on life and say, let's just find a better way forward, because there were problems with the former system. Mm-hmm.
What, until that, who is leading us into that better way, I guess, right? Because at this point, and it sounds, you know, you've been there, you know how that bureaucracy works, right? And so you know what could be done. Do you anticipate that the leaders of NPR and PBS now are ready to kind of change things and try to make things better and make up for these cuts that are impacting people across this country?
Oh, absolutely. NPR, I know, is already focused on ways that it can sustain those local stations for a period of time until there are other revenue sources that can fill in. There are conversations happening with philanthropic organizations. There are new appeals to communities and to the public who listen, who have known that sort of safety blanket of the that safety net of the federal government has been there. So now's the time to roll up our sleeves and just think about a way. Also, there are shared services that can make the costs less expensive for those local stations. So there are multiple ways, and I'm hoping that the system can now look at this as a moment to sort of re-energize and find a better way forward.
You know, Vivian, two people here at the anchor desk. I'm someone who's actually worked at a PBS station, WNYC in New York when it was owned by the city, also an NPR station, and have co-hosted on WNYC. And actually, I'm on PBS NewsHour with David Brooks currently. And I love your thing about this as an opportunity for a reset. And we don't even have time to talk about the big umbrella organization, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. But I want to shift gears for a moment and just get your reaction, your thoughts on CBS's decision to cancel The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, and whether you have any concerns about what that might say about media in general and media in the world of a Donald Trump presidency.
Yeah, well, look, this has not been a great week for free speech and speaking truth to power, without a doubt. Look, the circumstantial evidence, and that's all we have, is as follows. CBS has said that they are canceling Stephen Colbert after next season for financial reasons. At the same time, we also know, as you said in the intro, that it is the #1 show in its time slot. And we also know that the new parent company for CBS, or they hope to be the new parent company, has spent money on other things. So it's very curious. And we have to also make note that Stephen Colbert is unafraid to, again, speak truth to power. He does it in a very bipartisan way over the years. And comedy and parody is an important part of a democratic ecosystem, and the chilling effect is certainly concerning.
And he was just, after it happened, going in on Paramount, giving that money in that case to Donald Trump. So the timing is interesting. Yeah, the timing is simply interesting. That's all we have is interesting.
Yeah.
Vivian Schiller, thank you very much for coming to The Weekend.